Alright, hi, bad gallis, bad manis, bad god is and goddesses. Honey babies, let me tell you something. Okay? I've been wanting to film a video all damn day, and it is now 10 to 5. And over here in the Northern Hemisphere, the light be setting like an hour ago. So yeah, here we are. What's good? I hope we're all doing well. I got some shit to say. Basically, I had already filmed this video and I had literally like an hour's worth of content filmed, imagine. And I deleted it all on purpose because that's how devoted I am to the divine plan. We're not going to get into that right now, but hi, let's go. Since we are harnessing the month of rest, reflection, rejuvenation, nourishing our soil for the garden of our soul, okay, we are nourishing, we are taking time to take a step back when the world is usually caught up in moving fast. Rest is radical. I don't know who needs to hear this, but you deserve to rest. You deserve to take a minute. You deserve not to feel guilty for doing nothing. Jack shit. Jack shiza. Okay? Are you hearing me? You. Yes, you. I know you might have 101 things you need to do. I know you might have some deadlines. I know you might got work. You got responsibilities. But trust me when I say this, you need to get out of your mind and into your body. Do not underestimate the intelligence of your body. The mind is a powerful place, yes. But the mind can be even more powerful when you connect it and you are in flow and you are in attunement with your body. Embodiment 101. Okay, BBs? Right. So the main message of today's video is really to kind of reflect on what the fuck my life was in 2024. Essentially, a little 2024 recap without going into too much detail because we're going to save the juice for when the juice needs to be poured. You hear me? I've written some bullet points of like 5 key things that I've sort of taken away from 2024, and I want to use this video to share what I've been sitting on because I've been talking a lot about story times. Like I have story times to share, to tell since I want to say like June was like the heightened point where I was like, guys, I got story times, I got shit I need to say, but it's not time yet. And spirit is like, girl, it's not time yet. Like I could have exposed and shared and blah 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 blah, but there was a process I needed to go through because wisdom takes time. It comes in waves and we get a lot of wisdom through hindsight, okay? And so it's okay to slow the fuck down. There it is again, there's your reminder. So lesson number 1, I learned. Are you ready? Relational intelligence. To myself, others, places, things, everything, anything. Relational intelligence is literally everything. I learned throughout the year of 2024 that everything is relational. Everything is about relativity. It's about my relationship with myself and therefore my relationship with everybody else, with everything else. My relationship to money, my relationship to people, my relationship to places and things, to who I want to be, past versions of myself, my relationship to the stories that I tell about my past lives. What am I claiming? What am I letting go of? It's important to remember that everything is relative, right? And if everything is relative, it's like super essential to hone in on that awareness. What does that truly mean? It means we need to be more cautious on how we talk to ourselves, how we think, behind closed doors, what our habits, because how we talk to ourselves internally is going to quite literally determine how everything else unfolds for us. And I honestly dove so deeply into the awareness that everything is a mirror. Again, relational intelligence. Everything is a mirror. Everything is a facet of the one whole. If we are all made in God's image, if we are all of the same source, creator, God, universe, however you want to call it, the frequency, the highest possible frequency that exists, the God frequency, the frequency of love, okay, invites us to connect. When we connect, we become more aware of the interconnectedness of the interwoven thread that weaves through us all. That life force energy, we're all connected, okay? And so I learned so much about myself through other people, and I think somebody needs to hear that if you are triggered by somebody in any shape, way, or form, know that the trigger is serving a purpose to inform you of some wisdom. So try to be open and receptive towards that. And that might take a little bit of time, and that's okay. But I'm sharing this message with you because it's okay to feel how you feel. Your feelings are valid no matter the situation. However, try not to over-identify and attach yourself to moments, because they are just that serve a purpose in teaching you something so that you can pursue your evolution. Okay, right, moving on. Lesson number 2, resilience. So I wrote here, understanding it from a different lens to help articulate and learn the language for practical tools in support of others' learning. Basically, I went through a whole lot of shit, okay? I went through shit after shit after shit, and again, I'm not going to go into detail in this video, but we will get into it at some point. Don't you worry. And I started to recognize, which follows on really nicely from relational intelligence, okay? How everything is connected, how everything serves as a mirror. If you are open to receiving, the magic is there. The teacher arrives when the student is ready. You have to be willing and ready. That is key, okay? This shit doesn't just happen without your free will to make the decision and the choice to accept that or to open yourself up to it, because that is the role that free will plays. Right, we're getting real serious in here because this is some serious business, and I had to stand on business all of 2024, and it was a bumpy ass ride, okay? It was a roller coaster of all roller coasters. It was doing this and this and this and this swerve. You know, I got my ice cream here, so let me just have a quick little. Why the neighbors gotta be so loud though? That's what I wanna know. Why the neighbors always upstairs gotta be so loud? I don't know. Anyways, resilience. That's what we were talking about. I have understood my whole life, and now more than ever, that I hold keys to resilience like I've never truly understood it. Like, I have fully embodied myself into the wisdom that I am one of the most resilient people that I know. And I don't say that lightly. I'm finally accepting that for what it is, and I'm realizing it to be such a gift. I also took a course, a resilience training facilitator course last year, where I was able to learn some tools that would break down how to help others learn resilience skills, because it's a skill set, and it's not one that was taught to me. It was one that I just learned intuitively through my life experiences. I had the grit to rise above adversity no matter how hard it got. I had the emotional flexibility to just flow with life. Even when I hit rock bottom, I found that I was still able to go even lower than that. And honestly, that's the catapult for so much of the alchemy I'm able to now harness and transmute in my life, and the speed to which I'm able to manifest things. It all comes down to the amount of pain and grief I had the privilege, yes, I said privilege, to experience, because as they say, success comes with a lot of responsibility. But usually the responsibility that people think it isn't the responsibility that they want, and therefore those are the people that are often not ready to take on that level of responsibility. Otherwise it comes back around and hits them much faster than they were able to grasp it to begin with. So yeah, I feel really grateful to be in this position to offer up my knowledge and wisdom that I have learned. Yeah, I just feel really grateful to be where I am today, and honestly I have also taken a stand for the fact that I come from like a fucking resilient bloodline. Like, hello, my ancestors, my resilience is so out of this world that like I don't even bat an eyelid towards certain things that I go through. And I know for a fact that if somebody went through some of the things that I went through, they just wouldn't be able to hack it. And that's just what it is. Like, everybody has a different skill set, everyone has a different life path, a different journey, a different quest that they need to go on in order to, you know, gather their life wisdom, the little nuggets along the way to unlock and evolve. But yeah, we're just doing it graciously. We make it look sexy. I was saying that, 2024, do it so good, I make it look sexy. But if people really knew, because you know how people like to wish for things they don't really know about. As I used to say, like, and people, I'm sure people didn't even like bat an eyelid at what I was saying, but I used to say, like, don't wish for what you don't know, because you don't know what I'm dealing with. So yeah, like, I'm grafting behind closed doors. I'm putting in work. I'm slaying motherfucking demons out in this bitch. Okay? And I look sexy whilst I do it, because we did not just come here to slay, we came here to slay. Okay, honey? Right, that's what I thought. Lesson number 3. Blind faith and trust in the unknown. Believing in the positive potential instead of fearing the unseen. I'm gonna say that again, okay? Blind faith and trust in the unknown. Believing in the positive potential instead of fearing the unseen. Essentially learning how to put fear in the backseat, okay? We don't ditch fear. I'm gonna repeat this, and I've said this before in my previous videos. We love fear, we love her. She's cute, she serves, okay? We don't want to throw her in the bin, and we couldn't if we wanted to try anyways. She's like our Siamese twin. We can't get rid of her, okay? Hope and fear are 2 sides of the same coin. Get with it. Get with the program. But yeah, 2024 really taught me how to fully instill in blind faith. Like no other. I even had a blind 3-legged race, okay, that I was participating at a school that I was working at, and like I was just like, for shits and giggles, let's just get involved. So I partnered up with another adult teacher, and like we were like going against each other, and so we got our legs tied or whatnot. I was wearing a freaking blindfold. I don't even remember the last time I ever did a 3-legged race. I must have been like 4 years old or some shit. I don't know. I don't know. And as soon as that whistle blew, I was blindfolded, okay? My partner wasn't. As soon as that whistle blew, I was like, we're going down the yellow brick road as fast as we can, as fast as we can. Lo and behold, I took the blindfold off and we had won. And I was like, Spirit, what are you telling me though? That I've been having blind faith all up until this moment, and this is a sign to keep going. And here I am sat, how many months later? Like 6-7 months later, and I mean, what else is there to say? If I had told you every little thing that had happened in my life over the last 6 months, over the last 12 months, you'd be like, how? And I would just tell you, I don't know, because the point is, I'm not supposed to know. That is the idea of blind faith. It's about really learning how to let go of the tricks of your mind, sink in to your soul, and allow it to take up space in your body. Allow your soul to embody you and feel the weight of yourself in your sacred seat. Feel the earth beneath your feet. Feel how safe you are. You don't need anybody else. From young, we are taught to depend on people because that's the way we evolve. But at a certain point in life, we also need to learn how to be able to be sustainable alone. It's not saying that you shouldn't have community or people to lean on. Those people should be there, but they will come once you have done the work yourself. Somebody mentioned in a video the other day about the Avatar, The Last Airbender, and I love the film, I love the series, I just love the story. And since seeing that in a video the other day, I really want to watch it again. And I'm going to mention this, just saw 1622. I'm going to mention this because I feel like some of you need to hear this. In The Last Airbender, what happens is they all have to go on different life quests, right? And you see how, is it Aang? Is that his name? Aang? Or is it Aang? Aang. It's Aang, isn't it? How Aang and like his friends, like the airbender, the earthbender, the waterbender, the firebender, and even like the non-benders, they all have like a sense of community, right? They all have like their friends and whatnot and family. However, they all independently have to do a lot of solo training and self-preservation, like without the help of other people. And even though they have the help of people, they often find themselves going through life obstacles which cause them to really test the wisdom and apply the wisdom that they've learned alone. Because the only way you're going to really know if you have leveled up, if you've really taken on the capacity to level up and upgrade yourself to a desired frequency, is if you can handle that alone. Because you can't open the gates to heaven if you ain't fully checked yourself before you wreck yourself again. Because if you ain't gonna wreck yourself, then you good, you Gucci, you good to go. Like, come through, honeys, let's go. Let's serve the planet all together as one big flipping community. Like, happy-go-lucky, arms in arm. But before you get there, you gotta go through some holes. You gotta go through some obstacles, okay? You gotta make some jumps. I hope I'm making sense. Essentially, you're born into this world alone. And you're gonna die alone. And so you need to learn how to feel secure within yourself, because you cannot attract what you are not. And that is the law of the universe, very simply said. Like, you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. And that's a very hard truth that I also have to come to terms with. So yeah, take it or leave it. Really, it's up to you. The choice is yours. You've got free will. That's the beauty. That's the beauty. There is literally nobody else to blame. Even when there isn't. Because everything serves as a mirror. Going back to relativity, going back to learning how to cultivate resilience as a skill, because that's what it is. There are a lot of people in this world who are not born with the skills of resilience, do not know how to be resilient no matter how much shit they face. And there are a different type of people. I'm one of those people who learn to exercise their emotional flexibility and yeah. I wanted to say like buoyancy. Is that the word? Buoyancy. Yeah, something like that. Anyways, if that lands, it lands. If it doesn't. Lesson number 4. Silence speaks louder. Where I have learned to be more still and silent, there have been large revelations. Sometimes there is nothing to say, and that's okay. Again, becoming more secure within yourself, you come to realize that not everything requires an answer. Not everything requires a response. Not everything requires a reaction. Sometimes your reactivity takes you away from the very eyes to see without rose-tinted glasses. That's why triggers are such magical moments in time that clearly point to a direction of new wisdom, new opportunity for growth. Are you taking it, or are you going to keep playing out your old stories even though you keep calling on the deep desire to move beyond that? The choice is yours, okay? Which takes us very nicely, I just saw 2102, to lesson number 5. Gratitude, play, and movement is a must, no matter what chaos the day brings. No matter 2121, 2122, what the day brings, okay? You must play, you must move, and you must You must, without fail, be grateful for every little thing. And if you're finding it hard to find something to be grateful for, look outside. Honestly, that is what helps me. Through my deepest, darkest days, where I struggled to be thankful because life was just so hard and everything around me just mirrored back to me ugly truths that I didn't want to see, that I didn't want to accept. The clouds, man. The sky. Trees. Waves. Even people watching. Just look outside, observe the moon, smell the air. I don't know, okay? But you must find something to be grateful for, and it can be something so small. Something as small as, I have a bed, I get to sleep in it. Some people are sleeping outside on the street. Like, it's the little things. Because gratitude is the attitude that truly brings the opportunities. And gratitude is a biohack. Gratitude is the real biohack, okay? Gratitude is the real biohack. You know why? Because it literally penetrates through and opens up a portal and takes you straight into the realm of abundance. Because when you are truly feeling thankful for something, no matter what it is, it could be a can of beans, for flip's sake, it opens you up to more opportunity to feel more grateful. And when you are feeling full of gratitude, you are embracing more fortitude, you are harnessing more light, and you are welcoming more into your life by feeling embodied and entrusted in the present moment, that you have everything you need, and therefore you will be in a continuous, constant flow of receiving everything you need. 23:55, and on that note, I'm gonna love you and leave you. I hope this video was able to serve you and give you some wisdom on what I believe to be 5 key things, 5 keys essentially, that if maintained and stayed on top of, are gonna unlock countless doors for you. Like, trust me, it doesn't matter how dark the day gets. If you are able to implement those 5 things somewhere within your routine, you are a portal that is going to be birthing miracles no matter what. It's written. It's literally written. And I am a walking testimony. Take it or leave it. I'm here to serve you. I want you to feel the beauty that exists around you. I want you to be tapped in. I really, I know there are so many of you who are hurting, who are confused, who don't know what to do. And I'm just trying to show you some tough love, because we don't have time to waste anymore. We don't have time to waste anymore. So I'm just trying to tell you, plain and simple, okay? You are loved. You are loved even when you don't feel loved, even when you don't see love. A lot of the time that is unconscious, and that's something that we will work through, okay? We will get there. But know that you are loved. I'm telling you that you are loved. And I'm sending you a big hug. And I trust that this is going to find the people that it needs to find. And I give thanks. Until the next video.